what's good, my people? It is indeed the boy Mystelics. Welcome back to this year Mystelics vlogs.
Damn, Sadie.
Welcome to our Mystelics vlogs. Welcome back, guys, and I'm indeed your boy Mystelics, and this is where I give my viewpoint on situations or events or whatever it is taking place in the nation island, the Caribbean, Dominica, and the Caribbean, as well as the rest of the world. So, guys, definitely subscribe and turn on the post notifications so you can get all the videos as they come through. I just feel something. Imagine what did I get it all? Anyways, guys, definitely subscribe and turn on the post notifications so you can get all the videos as they come through. Guys, we have dropped yet another membership vlog, and of course this is a snippet of it right there.
Higher?
Yeah.
So can we swim in the Indian
You can
River?
actually, yes.
Okay. I've never seen people swimming.
And also, don't get scared.
I myself about to jump. You can always come there and do your photographies as well.
Yeah, photo.
More photographies.
Maybe.
Probably they were being racist.
Small.
Look like
Just calling black people. Just probably calling black people name.
Monkey bridge.
What up?
Hi, first time I ever be on a YouTube video. I really want to meet somebody on YouTube, and you are my favorite person.
Hey, give me a 5. Yay, give me a 5. Woohoo!
Guys.
Easy.
That's Picket River.
Pick a river. Papa, you have somebody inside there.
Man, baby, on the bush, boy.
This is why I left Dominica after Hurricane Maria.
Mano!
Guys, one of the things that make you enjoy going out different places is the people that you are with, man. And the tour guide, big up the tour guide, man. He was doing his thing as well, man. We're just freaking out, man. And he said, yes, you guys are tourists as well, but not tourists like the other tourists. And I must say, the different things that we actually learned, man, especially history, his story versus what actually happened, that is a very, very important thing right there. And of course, you will learn a number of things when it comes down to the Indian River. So big up the vibrations. We actually went out, man, into the sea. Actually have an aerial shot. I think that will be coming out tomorrow or the day after. And we actually have an aerial shot of us flying in the sea, man. And I was like literally following us and stuff. That was pretty epic right there and then, guys. So when that does come on, guys, I will let you know when it drops so you guys can definitely get to see the aerial shot. But in the meantime, guys, you can definitely go and subscribe to Aerial Dominica. So anytime I drop any videos or whatnot, you can pretty much get that. Go and subscribe to the new channel as well. Of course, I'll be dropping another vibrations on that channel sometime either tomorrow, Wednesday, or Friday, as usual. You know this thing already, guys. Definitely go to Mystelics, the new YouTube channel, and subscribe to that as well. Please do so, guys. Please do so. Okay. Anyways, guys, I got some probably disappointing news for a number of folks right there and then. The external borders of the European Union and therefore of France remain closed to the OECS Caribbean countries, man, including Dominica, without any date being given for their reopening. With that said, guys, of course we learned last month that L'Express will be doing their ferry services to Dominica and their different dates and all those kind of things. And well, apparently that seems to be on the halt right now because they're not sure when they're going to be opening up to the OECS again. The resumption of L'Express rotation of the islands from and to Roseau will therefore not be able to take place on August 7th. As a result, L'Express is suspending the sale of its tickets to and from Roseau until August 31st. So after August 31st, I guess after this month end, we'll know exactly when it's gonna happen once again. If the borders open before this date, sales will reopen immediately. So we'll definitely have to keep a lookout on the guys, and of course when I get that information, whenever they open up, I'll also share it with you guys as well. But definitely check the websites and stuff so you can know exactly what is taking place. Now, guys, I got some sad news, man. Some very sad news coming up from St. Vincent and the Grenadines, guys. Jerry George has passed away this morning, man. And of course, News 784 was informed that socialist activist and talk show host Jerry George passed away today, Tuesday, August 4th, 2020, guys. I'm not exactly sure what took place, why he ended up passing away. But one thing I know, he was a strong advocate for the environment of the people. I know he used to watch my videos as well, guys, and so unfortunate to hear his passing. He had a passion, and he also wanted to come to Dominica as well, but so unfortunately he was not able to do so because he found that Dominica was a very interesting place. Yes, the nature and everything was wonderful, but the fact of reality of what was taking place in Dominica, he wanted to come to Dominica for him to really find out what was really going on, especially in the political atmosphere. What on earth was going on in Dominica as a result of what was taking place back then, man. The phenomenons, the strange things that was going on. I remember one story he did, the amount of people that the Prime Minister and his people then brought to, I think it was Antigua via a cruise ship, and he paid for everybody. They were having a party or whatever for them to go and have a political rally in some of the other countries. Man, that was something else. I remember that story of his asking the question, how does this happen? But unfortunately, he passed away this morning. So may his soul, guys, give this video a thumbs up for him as well, guys. May his soul rest in peace, man. He was not just talking about Dominica, but other Caribbean islands as well, the different plights and things, ups and downs, and all this kind of things there. And of course, he will definitely be missed on his show right there and then, guys. Like I said before, guys, give this video a thumbs up on his behalf. Jerry George. As time goes by, when we get more information as to what exactly took place, I will definitely bring it to you guys as well. He was also a part of the Mystelics family, no doubt about it. Now guys, yesterday was indeed a beach day in Dominica. Everybody was out there vacationing, everybody was going beach, river, just name it, sulfur, everything, including the very Prime Minister himself. I'm not exactly sure what on earth was going on right there, but the Prime Minister and his wife were driving somewhere or having some fun somewhere. Nothing wrong with that. Big up to him for doing his thing, taking his wife out and so forth and so forth. So kudos for that right there. But when it comes into the country, guys, we have yet another issue from the very Prime Minister himself. Take a good listen to this right there, guys.
I mean, you know, I think we build too many big homes in Dominica sometimes, you know. Because, Madam Speaker, if you give me a check for my house, I give it to you, you know. If you want to buy my house in Vegas, I sell it to you, you know. And I've been something smaller, so I have less maintenance issues and things, you know. so if you know anybody want to buy a house, Madam Speaker, my house is for sale.
I remember when he's talking about putting his house in Vegas on sale and all this kind of stuff in there. I don't know if somebody buy it or not, but the house he stated was very big, and he wants to build something much, much smaller. But apparently, that flipped into being something much more bigger. Not just that, and the very citizens which he was very concerned about, saying he wants to build something smaller, you know, to have, you know, a better standing in society for the individuals and the platforms for the economic standing. He's saying that he wants to build something smaller. But apparently, the size kind of mansion that he has in Mount Daniel is totally different from the plans that he originally had, which is unfortunate because that house is much more bigger than the one in Vegas. And not only that, guys, the very citizens themselves have to then contribute $64,250 towards his living in that mansion right there. And then you wonder what on earth is going on in Dominica, guys. We wondering what on earth, like the brother Jerry George was wondering what on earth is going on in Dominica. For example, this right there.
Dominicans, today is the 4th of August, 2020. This is the state of Dominica's only public library where children come to do research and to educate themselves. This is the state of affairs in Dominica. While Roosevelt Skerritt appropriates unto himself $64,000 a month for rental of a property in Mount Daniel, which he says, which a lot of Dominicans believe to be his own building, while the public library, where children come to study, lays abandoned. When will we take action, Dominicans?
So we have a library for which children tend to go to do their research. The roof, as of August 4th, today, is still like that. That's a public library in Rosewood. Yet still, the very government who was talking about building a smaller house than his mansion in Vegas has built a bigger house. Well, he is living in a bigger house, a bigger mansion, for which the citizens of Dominica have to then pay $64,000 and counting for him to live in an establishment, and the public library doesn't have a roof. Guys, could we take 2 months of these salaries to put on the public library to have, not even 2 months, probably half a month or something, for them to put galvanized and stuff and properly prepare this stuff? We're talking about priorities, you know, guys. We're talking about priorities, guys. I have another one yet again, guys. This one is in Tarish Pit. Guys, this is the Tarish Pit football field that was damaged by the Labour Party during elections. They destroyed it. The Labour Party, when they had the convention, destroyed the field right there. Right now, you can see that the young men have decided to try to come together for them to see how they can revamp that very thing right there. This Tarish Pit field was one of the most vibrant places for football to take place. I remember this because I used to hear it on the radio when they used to say which team was versing which team at Tarish Pit, the football field. I remember this very, very clearly, guys. And this has not been up to par since the destruction after elections, man. And guys, don't get me wrong, nothing wrong with having your convention. You do your convention, you mash up the field. The best thing for you to do is to fix what you destroy. But no, you win the elections, you move on, and you have these young men who are trying to do something for what you destroyed. Boy, I tell you. Hey. And then we wonder what is going on. Jerry George himself was wondering what was going on in Dominica. And right now, instead of you taking that $64,000, for which you also claim that you wanted to stay in a smaller house because we're building big houses in Dominica. That's what you say, Not my words are there, Not my words are there. There's the Prime Minister. See, and the people are going. I don't understand how people don't understand these things there, People, look at the library. Look at the park. The Tarish Pit Park, Magwesa. These things need help. But instead of the people representative representing them properly by putting things in place for, that is why they put them to represent the people. There's a flip where the Prime Minister is saying, you guys have to contribute $64,000. The culture has to change. And yet still things are not being done in society that's supposed to be done. They mash up the football field. And you might say, yes, one of them, the library, is Mother Nature that do that. But you have both Mother Nature and human nature doing the destructions for which money is supposed to be put together to help revitalize or rebuild these things right there, man. And that has not been done yet. $64,000 is going for a man who say you want to stay in a small house. Park is not done. Them young fellas have to come together and try and see what they can do. There's more stuff, guys. Colio is another one, the basketball court or the football field. One of them in Colio. I sent this video some time back. They come for election, they have their thing, and yet still, Dominicans now have to contribute $64,000. I tell you, some things doesn't make sense at all. And this is one of the reasons why Jerry George wanted to come to Dominica. Because he's finding these things are strange, man. And people don't seem to see these things. Is me that probably strange? Another incident that took place yesterday with the previous vlog, and I was talking about customs. This individual is telling me to get my facts straight. What facts? My facts was never presented, It was the people's facts of different individuals going through the same struggle on customs, and they're telling me get my facts straight. What about the individuals who are complaining about the very same thing over and over and over? It's a systematic thing in Dominica. It seems like the system is against the very people. Am I wrong? Yes, the system sends people to study. The people who go to study, they are trying their best for them not to come back to Dominica because they realize the system in Dominica is meant to keep the people down. Businesses are trying to do their things. Unless you're part of the elite businesses, you don't get duty free. But the poor man who trying to make something from himself, getting charged high prices. And I think that is as a result of them trying to make people go to the aid bank for those monies that was supposed to be given to the people that are now being loans towards the people. Hey. Guys, really and truly, it does baffle me, It does baffle my mind, man. You put the representative to represent you, to do things for you. But instead of he doing things for you, you have to do things for him. Paying $64,000 per month. That is the life that we want in Dominica. For us to be contributing to the very representatives that are supposed to be doing things for us. That is what servitude is. Public servants. We becoming the public servants to the public servants themselves. What does that make us? That doesn't make us public servants. That makes us slaves to the very people on top who are supposed to be serving us, but instead we are serving them. And I keep saying these things over and over, And I don't know, it doesn't sink in people's heads. Even though they know what I'm saying is an absolute fact. Look, it's not me that take these videos, guys. It's not me that take these videos. These videos were sent to me. And they were sent to me so that you can see them for yourself. The very Prime Minister, I suspect the Prime Minister, well, that Prime Minister is a very smart man. Because he knows the people very well. He knows it's kind of like how black people were back in the day. The passive kind of people. That's why black people were constantly enslaved for years upon years upon years. Even those who try to rebel, sometimes the very black people will come and rebel against that person who's trying to rebel against the system. That is interesting, you know, guys. It is very, 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 very interesting. That's what. But you know what's very interesting, guys, is that sometimes people try to get materialism and they try to use it to their advantage. Yes, and that is a good thing. But I got some news for you, especially when it comes down to money. Take a listen to this right there, guys.
You can buy a house,
Yeah.
but not a home.
Yeah.
With money, you can buy a clock,
Yeah.
but not time.
Wow.
With money,
Wow.
you can buy a bed,
Yeah.
but not sleep.
Yeah.
With money, you can buy food, but not appetite. With money, you can buy a doctor, but not good health. With money, you can have insurance, but not safety. And this is the problem that we all have.
Yeah.
There are things that you cannot buy with material wealth, with money.
There are things that we cannot buy with money. And one of them is our own freedom. We might be hungry for our bread, but unless you have the key for your own freedom, man, you will always be a slave to the very thing. Money. So brothers carry it. You want money and those kind of things there. Suspect is greed. Especially when it comes down to the whole situation. There's a whole situation coming up right now about the pedo island and that is it, guys. Boy. Money answereth all things. But money does not fulfill everything. You may be able to buy stuff, but buying stuff doesn't achieve what? You get a brand new car, you buy a BMW, you buy a Ferrari, you buy whatever, them new cars that fly in maybe, you can buy all these things there. But you're just moving from point A to point B. You know? The same thing if you have an old Brogodo car, you have a 2x4 that you build together and you're attaching doors and have rope tied to it to keep the door closed. If you're reaching from point A to point B, no matter how flashy you are, you're still reaching from point A to point B. But that doesn't mean that even if you're driving an expensive car, a poor car, you will reach from point A to point B. It's the same route. In everything in life, that is the same exact route. Guys, please be wise and stop making people use money to buy you. Stop making people. Boy, that's what happened in Dominica, you know. People are making money, the amount of money spent during elections for the people at the top to buy them, buy their vote, to keep them oppressed. While they themselves now have to contribute to the oppressors. $64,000 for them to live comfortable. While some individuals still do not have a roof on top of their head. I listened to some testimonies the other day when I went to church in the night in Rosome. And these individuals are talking about their life, man, and the kind of struggles that they have. One individual was talking about his daughter in the Morocco area and, you know, the struggle that they had and bank boy, tell you, because the government did not give the amount of money at the time that they needed it. Account was closed down and all kind of things. And they're going for a struggle. And one of the individuals was also claiming that they don't have a home. They had a home before. They don't have it now because there's not much money. They don't have money. They don't have... And you're listening to different people. There was even what I was talking about, suicide, man. Taking her life because she doesn't see a way forward. She wanted to do wonderful things, become a missionary and everything. But it's so hard. It's so hard, man. And you see the economy going down, man. And people will just watch you like as if you are the enemy. You're telling people what is going on with them. The very thing that they're living in and they think you are the enemy. Anyways, guys, what are your thoughts on this, man? Leave that, of course, in the comment box below. Now guys, Isaias or whatever is its name, the hurricane is up in the New York region and this is a snippet of it right there.
The trees and the wires.
Vibe. Now guys, if you want to see more of that, you can definitely go to BRBP TV and check out that vibes. You will get to see more in depth of what is taking place with some of the crazy stuff is happening. I actually have a cousin in Albany and he's saying it's raining a lot. I told him to film some stuff for me. So hopefully he films some stuff. He's kind of scared right now because the hurricane is heading straight for them right there and then. But I honestly believe that it will die down before it reaches up there. I was actually one time in Albany, you know, when a hurricane came. I was much younger. And the hurricane came up Albany area, man, and this place was just, it was just utter chaos in the place. Nothing crazy happened, but it was just utter chaos. Well, then again, you know the role. Well, then again, you know the role. Well, then again, you know the no. Well, then again, you know the number root already of that vibe. So, guys, if you want to go check out more vibrations on that, you can definitely go on BRBP TV. I'll put the link in the first comment. Also, guys, there was a bit of a situation that took place in Beirut, Lebanon, man. This is it right there. Guys, and for some strange reason, this big thing happened, and they're trying to find out what exactly happened right there and then. And nobody knows, man. Nobody knows. I myself, when I got this video this morning from a partner, the partner just sent this video for me. He never explained nothing for me. He himself didn't know, so I had to go and do my research. I got some videos, other people sent videos for me and more information. And I realized that nobody knows exactly what was going on right there and then. I actually did a reaction on that vibrations on the Mystelics commentary reaction vibes. You can also check that out in the first comment in the comment box below as well. A big thing, you know, guys. I myself think it was a nuclear holocaust or something that was happening there. Some bombers come and, you know, I never know. Guys, ask them, guys, boy, 2020. Every month after January 1st, every month after January 1st, guys, it had some kind of vibes taking place every month. Boy, locusts in Africa. Boy, just name it, boy. Guys, pray for the world right now, eh? Check out about praying for the world, guys. Let's head up to St. Martin, guys. St. Martin has moved from 66 cases up to 70 active cases. That's 4 additional cases for St. Martin right there. And then, guys, and of course, there's a bit of a protocol that is taking place. Actually, Mystelics family told me in the comment box below as a result of what was taking place. Apparently, the Dutch is allowing the American planes to come in. And because of that, they decided to block, the French has decided to block the side, you know, block them from coming in and whatnot. But Mystelics family also in St. Martin pretty much gave a viewpoint as to what exactly was taking place. And this, he told me, it's pretty much easy to enter from the French to the Dutch side. Now this part, guys, is when you're going back from the French to the Dutch side.
Ah, okay. Hey, did you wake me, my friend?
Yeah.
Okay, no problem. Have a nice day.
Okay, same to you.
And of course, for you to enter on that, it is much easier for you to do so as long as you have bill. It's like you have to have some sort of bill on your name or your ID or something like that from the Dutch to the French side. And once you have that, you can pretty much access very easily right there. And this is him going through that right there.
Okay.
But we know that's complicated, you know?
Yeah.
But the people
You
are
see?
family in the both sides.
This is the lady,
Okay.
but then this is volunteer.
Okay.
And then
And you,
I am fell for children court.
what is the name?
Children court.
It's you.
Yeah, that's me.
Okay.
Now my ID.
It's okay. I think it's okay.
Okay, not done.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
Okay.
The problem is you have to explain every time all that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I understand everything because protection for me, protection for everybody.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you have to explain every time.
Yeah.
So it's good for me, no problem.
Okay, thank you.
Okay?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, have a nice day, man.
Okay.
So right now it's pretty easy for you to go from French to the Dutch side, but it's much more difficult for me to go from the Dutch to the French side. If that is the case, you definitely need a bill on your name, and of course they will allow you to go in right there and then. As long as you have the bill on your name, you can pretty much just pass in very easy right there and then, even though the borders are blocked and so forth, guys. But there's a lot of checkpoints, man. I tell you, it's interesting. Anyways, guys, what are your thoughts in the comment box below, man? Leave that, of course, in the comment box below. Interesting, I said it twice. But yeah, guys, let me know your thoughts as well. And of course, give this video a thumbs up. I would appreciate that. Give this video a thumbs up for Jerry George. I would appreciate that 150 billion%, guys. It was also another Mystelics farm right there, trying his best to do things from different islands, and of course his viewpoint, and of course the facts presented to him as well. Anyways, guys, be real. Tell all the dirty people them stop that dirty stinking maze, man. Mr. Prime Minister, Mr. Prime Minister, stop your dirty ways. Saying things and doing the complete opposite. That is, boy, I tell you. He wants a smaller house, but instead he moves to a bigger mansion, and then the citizens have to contribute $64,250. Minimum, by the way. Be real, guys, be positive, and definitely with the Most High's help. Oh, with the Most High's help. Be real, guys, be positive, and stay prayed up.
Damn, baby.
Welcome to our Mystelics vlogs.
One day I will blow. Something we gon' show. Wow, this life is a constant uphill battle, but it's also filled with some beautiful moments.